There's a woman on TikTok that exposed a police for really ticketing black people when even though black people are only 20% of the population. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
So, Mr. Scott, you pull over 80% black people. I went through all of your tickets for 6 months. And when there's a population of only 20% white people, of black people, only 20% of the population in Chesterfield is black. I don't know how you managed to ticket over 80% minorities. And I did a TikTok about it. I know that you know what I'm talking about because all y'all know about my TikToks. So that's okay.
I'm not on TikTok, so no, I don't.
And then someone even commented, said, I'm pretty sure S. Scott is a state trooper. I said, well, whoever it is, he's gung-ho because I only had to go back 6 months with you. In the past 6 months, you had ticketed, from when I did this about a month or two ago, you had ticketed 250 people that in Chesterfield, that had gone to Chesterfield Court. And the person that I did in comparison to you had ticketed 240 people in an entire year. But you, I only had to go back 6 months, so you sure do write a lot of tickets, but...
You can take your pen. That's yours. There's your ID and your copy, okay?
That's funny.
On the highway.
That is funny.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, they target black people completely. We talk about mathematics here. It is mathematically impossible to have the majority of your tickets be majority black people when they're 20% of the population. The majority is what you would ticket more because you're going to see more of that majority on the roads, etc. He literally did not do anything to the majority and waited until he saw a black person to go target them. Even when you talk about the prison, they say, oh, the majority of people in prison are black people. And then the white supremacists say, oh, because black people commit no crime. No. It is not possible for black people to commit more crimes because there are less black people than they are them folks, right? Them folks commit way more crime in this country than black people because there's more of them. Just on a good day, right? And they commit more crime because they get away with more. But they are not targeted as black people are targeted. It's no way that 14% of a population could commit the most crime. It ain't no way. It is not mathematically makes sense. It don't.
So, Mr. Scott, you pull over 80% black people. I went through all of your tickets for 6 months. And when there's a population of only 20% white people, of black people, only 20% of the population in Chesterfield is black. I don't know how you managed to ticket over 80% minorities.
If y'all don't recognize that we are targeted for all that, we are targeted to be put in jail. We are targeted to get tickets. Everything in this country targets black people because the foundation of America is anti-black racism. Not anti-Asian, not anti-Arab, not anti-Hispanic, not anti-Native American, anti-black racism. This country was built on that and it functions on that. If you take away anti-black racism out of America, America would not really exist because they don't know how to function without it. You understand what I'm saying? They don't know how to function. It is built in every system that they have. Pick one. Healthcare system. Anti-black racism is there. Entertainment. Anti-black racism is there. Look at places like the arts or things like that. Anti-black racism is there. You look at food, agriculture. Anti-black racism is there. Black farmers can't even get a loan. Can't even get one. Black farmers. It's there. You understand what I'm saying? Pick a place and you will find anti-black racism. Financial, banking, anti-black racism is there. Black folks with high credit scores. And we've had these different videos come out where white people have said that black people with high credit scores, money in the bank, can't even get a loan. Can't get a loan whatsoever compared to somebody white who got a low credit score and hardly no money in the bank. Anti-black racism is built into everything. And the story of Black America is sabotage. That's my biggest issue with everything. I don't care if you call me a name because of the color of my skin. I don't care anything like that. Do that. But what I do care about is being economically sabotaged. That is a big thing. You buy a home as a black person. Look, we did that story where another white man has said how black people are messed over even in homes. If white folks leave a neighborhood, your property values drop just because they left. Not because something was wrong with your home, just because they left. 100% sabotage. And that's my biggest issue with the anti-black racism and white supremacy in America. It's that sabotage. At least that what I know by traveling, going to these different nations, definitely in the African continent, if I buy property, I don't have to worry about it being devalued because of this. That's the last thing I'm worried about is this devaluing my property. I actually can have my property be worth whatever it's worth because of what it is, because of what I put into it, not because of this. We got black people want to get their home appraised and they get a lowball number, but they have to bring a white person in for them to get the actual number they're supposed to get. Complete sabotage. You know what I'm saying? And that is our story. No matter how many, and listen, over the years I've covered stories. Black people have filed lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. They paid money, they paid the millions for lawsuits, and they still not changing their system. That's the black people got to get through our thick skulls. They'll pay all the lawsuits they gonna pay. Sue them. You won. But they're not changing their system. They're gonna keep sabotaging you and me. This is why we always got to have options, ladies and gentlemen, because we're targeted in this country. That's why I don't like to hear anybody try to compare their struggle to ours, because nobody else is targeted. Show me the Asians that's targeted by the police. Show me the Arabs. Show me the Indians. Show me any other group who's targeted by the police like we are. But as people have said, the reason why those other groups aren't targeted because they have nation states behind them versus us, we have nobody. So it's easy to target us because we have nobody. That's why we have to get nation states with us by getting a second citizenship, preferably, and you can do it in the Caribbean also, or African nation. That's what my position. But let me know what y'all think about what this lady has done. Shout out to her. I appreciate definitely what she's done. But notice that Ray Soldier didn't say a word to her because she was 100% right. She had him dead to rights. He didn't say nothing about, he didn't even give an explanation about he was targeting black folk. He knew he was targeting black folk. And she had him right on factual paper.